Alright, what is good, y'all? Good morning. Hope everybody is having an amazing day so far. Today is Tuesday. It is currently February 24th. It is 9:02 a.m. Market is about to open in about 30 minutes, we'll call it. So we're just getting onto the charts. Same as usual. Got a journal. Gonna just hop right into the day. Focused on patience, consistency, good habits. We're just gonna get straight into it. So you can all see all these drawings here. These are from last night. If y'all watch my videos, you guys know every single day, every single night, I come into the day, and I should say every single night, I come into the charts, and I just mark out what I kind of see. Right. So what I was seeing last night was we last night we had this sell off here. So NQ ran higher. We filled this gap right here, right? We seen legs lower. ES did not. We failed to take this high up here, right? So we failed to take this high. We sell off. We create relative equal highs up here. Sell off. Take sell side. So we take all these resting lows here. Inside, it looks like some type of gap here on maybe the 1 hour or 30 minute. Maybe not. Maybe on a lower time frame. But we run these relative equal lows here. So we take sell side, right? After taking sell side here, I see we're about here last night. Looking, yeah, about right here. Or like inside this gap still. So I marked out this gap and I marked out this change in the state of delivery. And coming into the day, I wanted to see, okay, do we open up through this gap? Do we open up through the change in the state? Because if so, I could expect buy side, equal highs to become the draw. If not, I can say, okay, this is holding in. We probably want to seek lower, manipulate, the higher time frame. I call it like internal low, which is just sell side here, because you know how our model looks, which always doesn't play out on the higher time frame, but it's low. Low gets manipulated, which is would be this low if we want to do that, and then we can go higher, right? Or we can literally just take sell side and then run higher. But it's all reacting, it's all just patience, it's all giving what the market, taking what the market's giving you, right? But looking at what we marked out, sell side got taken on NQ over here. We ran through this 4 hour gap, right? So we closed through it, we then rebounded back inside of it. So we're inside this inverse, we're inside this 4 hour BPR here. Ooh. We'll mark that out. Looks like we have a big SMT here that we put in. Also, now we ran to buy side here and put this SMT in. So it's a little tricky here. I'm just trying to see, because you can see, okay, so we take sell side, low gets taken here, SMT gets put in, right? We then see us run higher from there, and then this high gets taken. On ES, it does not. So I kind of just want to see what we do here, right? Because do we manipulate this high here, this internal high? Do we get back below the series of down closing candles? I probably want to see some form of like an internal model here for me to take it, and I probably want to see this internal high get manipulated one last time for me to take this, because if we look here, we kind of just like putting this SMT in, ran lower, took sell side, ran back higher. Now, okay, we're inside this range. So it's like, what do we want to do, But on a higher time frame, I just want to be a little patient, right, and just really react, because if we look here, ran through this 4 hour, rebalance back lower, tap the inverse, 4 hour inverse, and then tap this 4 hour BPR, or this 4 hour for value gap. This whole thing is a BPR here. Tap this, and now we're seeing legs higher, right, with a SMT. So we just put this 15-minute change in the state to the upside in now, which is also something to keep in mind. So ideally, I want to see, just mark out my sell side here. As well as this internal low. And this is what just I'd probably be seeing what we do with. Mark out open as well. I marked it out last night. I don't know why I didn't save. Sometimes topstep does that. So we'll get rid of this until this internal high would want to get taken. But the thing is ES did not get through this 4 hour gap. ES kind of filled to like the 50% mark, and then we just seen legs down, tap back into this 4 hour, but we're just seeing the opposite. We're seeing a mirror, or not a mirror image, but just the opposite image of what NQ is showing us. So just gonna watch and see what we do. I'd want to see if just what I'm looking at here is we put in this change in the state. So after sell side got taken, this SMT gets put in. We just put in this 15-minute change, right? So boom, 15-minute change gets put in. I'm just looking at sell side here. If we want to take that and rebalance equilibrium, right? If we want to do that, to then potentially continue higher towards buy side. I'm just gonna move these over a little bit. Get rid of this. Move this over. Move that. Also want to see if we put in an SMT, because ES looks to be getting lower more efficiently. ES has been moving very, very good recently, so I just want to see what ES has to offer, you know, these days here. I took a couple clean trades on ES the past couple days, super clean, and I really like how it's moving. You can even see how efficient it's moving in pre-market. Typically ES is fucking straight barcode in pre-market. It's looking like, you know, it looks like this kind of very, very choppy, very bad, lots of wicks being left behind, but you can see it's pretty clean. It's moving like NQ. So once again, sell side gets taken, SMT gets put in, we see NQ run higher, we put the change in the state into the upside here, and I want to see if we rebalance lower while being in this 4 hour inverse as well, right, with buy side resting above. So we have a reason to go higher, right, and I just want to react and see what we do after taking sell side, right? Or we can open, or we can just slowly make our way down to sell side, right, and open and just dump us to this low right here, 4 hour low, and then see what we do with that, right? But if we want to go higher, we don't. So if in my head, right, if we want to go higher, this 4 hours is gonna hold us. We're gonna run lower, or sorry, if we want to go lower, this 4 hours is gonna hold us here. As soon as we tap it, we're gonna go lower, manipulate, and then run higher. But since we get through this 4 hour, we don't need to come all the way back down here just to manipulate to then run all the way back to buy side. Buy side's here, so we just need some form of internal manipulation. That's how I look at it. But just want to be very, very patient. Market opens in about 17 minutes. 17 minutes 50 seconds to be exact, but just want to be patient and be careful here, because if the opportunity is presented, it's presented. But on ES, after, remember, we still have this SMT, right? So buy side get taken. We looks like we run to consequent encroachment of this wick, and then we'll see if we want to get down to this low, get down to equilibrium, put in the SMT, whatever. But when this high got taken here, and we put in this SMT on ES after taking then sell side and putting in the SMT, we failed to get above the change in the state and through. Well, we kind of closed through, these two 15-minute gaps, but we failed to get a change. So we'll just kind of see here. It looks like we're gonna take this low here soon potentially. So just be patient. Also, as far as news today, you can see no news. President Trump speaks today at 9 p.m. That's 9 p.m., not a.m. So that's not affecting us at all, really. Also, Trump cannot. They made it illegal now for Trump to just tweet out fucking tariffs at 10 a.m. Just tank the markets or pump the markets, and everybody's getting screwed. So I think that could be the reason why we're getting a lot cleaner and better flowing PA recently. Just because Trump just can't fucking move the markets when they're off of a fucking Twitter tweet, and just tank them. So that's a good thing. Daily fair value gap here still seems to be holding. And then we seen legs lower. He took sell side. Then we got back through this 4-hour gap to the upside. If I'm gonna be bearish here, this is what I'd have to see. I'd have to see something like this. So after buy side gets taken, right, you can see we took, oh wait, so buy side gets taken here, we then run consequent encroachment. I'd want to see this 5-minute change get put into the downside. Alright, 5-minute change get put into the downside. But if we want to just take this low here, and then we see, like a pullback, we just see a wick down, damage, low get taken, and potentially like an SMT or something, and then we get a nice, clean model to the upside, then I'll take that. But once again, I don't know what the market wants to do. I'm not looking for, what I want to see. I'm just taking what I'm given with pure confidence, with pure patience, and just clarity. This 15-minute gap here does get ran through to the downside, but we'll see what we do, because this gap could just have gotten ran for us to get to sell side, to get to equilibrium, which we're at now on ES. NQ not quite yet. NQ potentially could put in this 5-minute here. SMT got through the 15-minute gap, got through this 5-minute gap here. So we'll see what we do here. So bang, sell side gets taken. ES takes that low. And then we'll see what we do with that from there. We currently do have an SMT. Currently. But looks like NQ takes it as well. So now NQ and ES have both taken the low. We'll see if ES wants to put in this 5-minute change to the downside. If we do, just want to be patient and see what we do. Because with that change to the downside, I could potentially expect us to get down to here, right? So just see what we do. I want to see us open up some gaps here. So ES gets that change to the downside on the 5-minute. So does NQ. So we get through this 5-minute gap, 15-minute gap, and then get a 5-minute change to the downside. So now, after respecting consequent encroachment of this big wick here, so just because we get a 5-minute change to the downside doesn't mean that I'm just shorting here and stop going to highs, because one, for me to get a good trade, I'd have to take it all the way down here. I don't know if we want to go down there. I also don't even know if we want to go lower, right? Because there was no clear manipulation. No high got taken, no SMT got put in, no nothing. All I know is that we put in a 5-minute change to the downside, but we also just took sell side. So after sell side gets taken, I just want to see what we do. Market does open in 10 minutes. You could see the difference between ES and NQ here. ES is kind of, choppy, no clear gaps are opening up. ES does have this clear gap. This gap opened up right here. Just want to be patient here, really wait for like a full picture. As of right now, nothing's like super clear to me that we want to go higher. Everything is looking like we kind of want to go lower. So let me mark out. I'm gonna mark out this 5-minute change here that we got, and then this 5-minute inverse. Same thing on ES or NQ. So I can definitely see us getting down to this internal low here. And delete this here. Especially with ES just being in this 4-hour, did not get through it. Seem to be holding bearish. See what we do. Still in this 4-hour though. keep that in mind, and we got through this 4 hour to the upside. So just be very, very patient here. Probably the only way that I would be able to take a long isn't off of this low, but would be off of this one. If we can take this low and get a clean model to the upside, or even this low, I'd be willing to go long. But other than that, I'd probably want to see some shorts if presented the opportunity. Like a pullback to this change, to this value gap, if we generate some kind of liquidity in here, if we want to get back up to the internal high, you know. So we'll just see what we do. We got about 5.5 minutes till open. This would have been like a little 15-minute inverse trade, if that's, you know, your thing. Higher time frame inverses. So there we go, right? We got the change to the downside. We ran through this 15-minute gap. We got through this 5-minute gap. And now we're heading to sell side. So if we wanted to take this low and we wanted to go back higher, we wouldn't probably put this change in. We'd see a wick, take low, pull back instantly. No change gets put in. And then we could see, like, you know, maybe internal manipulation, or see some type of model get put in back to the upside to run higher. But we don't do that. And we just get through the change and continue lower. So we'll see if we want to continue to this low. If we do, we'll see what kind of, you know, if SMT gets put in or what. But just be patient, see what we get. So we got 2 minutes till open. I'm tweaking. I said 2 minutes to open. Now we have 2 minutes to open. A little less than 2 minutes, actually. See what we do, see what we do. So it looks like we're going to open and take sell side, or we're going to take it right now slightly before. So we got, excuse me, we got 30 seconds here. Sell side just gets taken. So now I'm going to take this off because this model was only valid to the opposing draw, which we just took. SMT is still intact. Get rid of this. Let's see if NQ wants to take this low here. We're going to open in about 5 seconds. So bang, we open, NQ takes the low. Probably just going to see a quick move. We just took sell side, so we're probably going to see a quick move, you know. So I just want to give the market some time to kind of develop and open up and, you know, do its thing. There's always opportunity, so we just want to wait for you know, what's clear. So it looks like we're just getting lower here. It looks like we want to get down to this low. Looks like we can put in a nice SMT potentially. Thank you does not take this low. See if we can get through these gaps here. I want to delete this. See if we get through these gaps, get this change in, or if ES wants to take this low. I want to see what ES wants to do if we want to get through this here, put a change in as well to the upside. That was kind of my mistake yesterday, is ES was closest to the draw. I should have just played off of what ES was giving me. Because if we want to go lower and take this low, this is going to hold. Looks like NQ could be potentially catching up to ES in terms of getting to this low. Just see what we do here. Yes, now getting lower, getting closer to that low. See if we want to take it, see what we want to do. This internal low gets taken now. Probably expect us to just push down a little more to take that lower right there. But then again, seeing what we did yesterday, we'll see what we do. So let's see. So there's that low that gets taken. The 1 minute isn't super clear. We have SMT though. See what we do here, see if we can get through this 30-second, get above this change after taking sell side, after that SMT gets put in. NQ could want to catch up here. Let's see what we do. We're not in no rush. We're not looking to force anything. Just watching. See if we get this here to go break even fairly quickly if we take this. So we don't get that. See if we get it on this one. Probably go break even right here at this internal high. If we get this. Again, I want to see us get through this 15-second gap. Looks like we're struggling. SMT is still in place. Looks like we're just going to get lower from here. NQ probably wants this low as well. Let's see what we do though. Still no close through. Just being patient. So I want to be in with a little more size here. It's all good though. I'm gonna be break even at this high anyways. So that's a break even here. $930 high is resting around where the 2 is resting. So we'll take off 3 at the 2. And then we'll leave a runner up to buy side. Look a little something like that. Up here to the buy side. That's how the trade's looking, so. Break break even, risk free. So we open up this big 1 minute here. Oh. So TP1 gets hit. And now we just got this little runner here up to buy side if we want to get up there. Pretty good RR. Wish I had a little more size on. I definitely was looking to put about like 250 on. About, you know. Super clean though. Super clean for sure. After sell side gets taken, SMT is still in place. Let me mark this out so I can get rid of this. So it's a little clearer. So you can see after sell side gets taken, we then run internal low. Right, this little black line is going to be internal low. So sell side gets taken, we have an SMT. Right, we run the internal low, then we open up this 15-second, and then sometimes like I just like doing this. It just gotta be it gotta be right. It gotta make sense. There gotta be context. But off of this inverse, I'm looking to take a quick. I'm looking to take an entry, tight stops, and looking to go break even as soon as possible. So this high resting inside this gap is my break even. As soon as possible, I'm looking to go break even because I know all this is a gap as well. This is all the fair value gap on a slightly higher time frame. So boom, as soon as that gets hit, I'm break even. I'm risk free. I was looking to be on put on some good size, but I didn't want to throw on too much like I recently been messing up and doing. You know, I put on like, I don't know, like fucking like $370 by accident, and I don't want to. Right, and then like I kind of paid a price. You know, if you guys watch other videos, I like got a quick close or something, close early, cause you know I got too much size on. I'm just trying to follow my rules. It's not like, oh, all right, I'm in with 400, here we go. You know, it's like, no, like, okay, I'm in with 400, let's fix this shit, adjust. And I do, and then, you know, it puts me down like 90 off rip, like boom, just like that, just because I made a little mistake. So I'd rather start small and then build my way into the trade rather than just boom, you know, get into the trade and get screwed, you know. So it's okay though. We had like $150 risk on, which is really, really good. I think it was about. So that's really, really good still. And we'll see where we get to with this final TP if we want to get up there. But it's looking good. So it looks like we're making our way up back to buy side and Q as well. So just see what we get. I don't really care to trail my stop. It gotta be in a place that like I know like I'm confident in. This 2 minute here looks like it's gonna open up, so I'll trail my stop underneath the 2 minute that we open up right here. It gotta make sense for me to trail my stop. I usually don't, but it gotta make sense. Let's see if we can get this final push up here though. And final TP gets hit. So super clean trade on the day. super clean entry. A lot of people probably missed this. A lot of people probably missed this waiting for this 1 minute change. 1 minute change here. Even a 30 second. The 30 second, there's nothing. There's no clear change besides this right here. But you're missing out on a pretty good fill. So that's why you got to utilize every single time frame, and you can see how quick we went. Even I didn't get the opportunity to put on full size, just because how quick we went. But you know, I took the opportunity when it was given, right? Also, I will say this because in my mind I'm like, okay, we got through this change here, we got through this inverse. Do I like we're pretty far above it, right? So I want to get filled a little bit better. Like I want a slightly better fill. So do I wait for a quick pullback, a quick down candle, back to the change? But it's like no, like throw your size on, right? Target what you're targeting, and excuse me, if the opportunity gets presented, then you can add on more size. And with adding on more size to the pullback of the change or the inverse, you're gonna get that 50% mark fill, right? So it's gonna bring your fill down a little lower, which is great. But amazing trade on the day, a banger for sure. We're up 419. So yeah, the super clean day. We're gonna wait. Let me see. Yeah, this is clean. We could definitely rip here, and it looks like we could look to put in this 4 hour change then to the upside, which I have marked out. So yeah, we'll see what we do. But hope you guys enjoy the rest of y'all day. Coming into tomorrow, we have zero news at all, so we don't gotta worry about any news. But like I said, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And I'm out. Peace.